Hello there. Today I'm gonna tie a small dryfly. This is called the Super Puppa. It's a very nice, very easy dryfly which I have used on many occasions and with a very high success rate. As you can see, I have already applied some thread here to make a sound base for the rest of the materials. And what we're gonna use today is a small saddle feather, or just any dryfly hackle will do. And I'm gonna tie this in right here at the bottom. What this will imitate, and I'm tying it so that tying it down so that the not shiny part of the feather is in towards me, because we want all the hackle fibers to be turning the opposite side of what you normally would expect on dryflies and stuff like that. Well, after this is done, what you want to do is you want to take some fly ride dubbing. Fly ride is one of the greatest dubbing for dryflies I've ever come across, and you just dub a small body of this fly ride. This is a light olive, light green color I'm using for the lower part of this body. Just creating a body that is bit tapered, not too much, but it's a bit smaller. It's a bit thinner down at the where the hackle is, and just have a tendency to just taper a bit up along the hook shank, like so. What you want to do when you use this fly ride is you want to take small amounts, because it will be so much more easy for you to manage and to control exactly how your body comes along, like that. Then I'm taking some chocolate brown, I think it is. It's well, if you have anything that is dark brown, that will be sufficient. So I'm taking a darker brown, or dark brown, for the last third of the hook shank. Applying a bit more. I have used this with tremendous success both in Denmark, in Norway, and in Sweden. This fly just continues to produce year after year after year. It's actually, I think, a Norwegian pattern or a Swedish pattern originally, but what it imitates is a small hatching caddis fly, like so. And there you have it. This is a fairly big hook, but I'm doing that so you will have an easier time seeing what I'm actually doing. And when this is done, you just take your hackle and you just turn it like a palmer hackle. All the way up here. Tying your hackle down. Cutting that off. And then actually the fly is almost done. Making a few whip finishes up here. I'm using my fingers to make the whip finish. You can of course use your tool for that as well, but just find that it's, well, easier, faster just to use your fingers, like so. And then the fly is actually almost done, because now you take all the fibers you can get and you force them out onto the side of this fly. If there are any that won't be moved out onto the side, you take your scissors and you cut them off the top of this fly. Then you turn the fly over, and I'm sorry for that, but I have to do that in order to make this fly look how I want it to. And then you take the feathers on the bottom and do exactly the same. And if some of them do not want to come and lie where you want them to be, you take your scissors and you cut those off as well. So what you get is a fly that has no hackle fibers on the bottom, no hackle fibers on the top, and so this will lay exactly in the surface of the water, and it will not have a very high profile. So it will be a bit difficult to see, but it will float forever, and it will catch numerous trouts and graylings. This is one of the best patterns, and well, as I've said before, this is one of the patterns you definitely shouldn't leave home without. The Super Puppa. I don't know what the English word is. I hope you bear with me and understand what I'm talking about. So this, as I said, was a fairly big size. The sizes I use the most are 16 and 14. I think this is a size 10, but well, in size 10 it produces as well. But 16 and 14 are definitely the way to go. Well, those were the words. Thank you for listening.